Today we're doing the pick a card for what does your future self have to tell you? Hello my little wonderbugs, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria Sewell. I'm a witch and a tarot card reader, and today we're doing the pick a card for, wait for it, for what does your future self want to tell you, or a message, an important message that they need to tell you, or that you need to tell yourself, pretty much. But before we start, just to let you know, if you go to the information section, you will find several links to, one, all the decks that you see me using here and that I have used in the past. You will find links to all of that, all Amazon links. Plus, you will find a link that'll send you to basically my Etsy store if you want a private reading, my Patreon if you want to support the channel, and also all of my social media platforms that I'm on. Last but not least, if you see an exclamation mark here on the right-hand corner of the screen, that means that if you click on that, you will see that there are different playlists and different videos of pick a cards that I've done in the past. Maybe you'll find something more that you need, you know, answers that this one didn't give you. So give that a whirl if you want. If not, that's still cool. Don't worry about it. So today for the pick a card number one, or stash number one, or whatever you want to call it, we have this beautiful amethyst tree that I actually really love. I have this actually on my desk where I do my readings. So we have that for pile 1. Pile 2, we've got a little Buddha that was given to me by a really close friend. So we got that for pile 2. And then pile 3 has my little brass owl with a little book that it's laying on. So it's really cute. Got this at a convention. So that is pile 3. So if you guys want to take your time, you can pause this video right now and pick out which pile you want. Other than that, let's get on to pile 1. All right, so if you find yourself here, that means that you've picked pile 1. So pile 1 has this very beautiful amethyst tree. I'm gonna put this right over here for right now. Oh, doesn't want to land. There we go. Okay. So your first card is your rune, and the message that I'm getting from the runes is that you are protected. So your future self is letting you know that don't worry about, you know, not having enough or having issues in that sense of being protected or anything like that. Like, things are going to turn out fine. And then your Moonology card, which is the advice. Not everything is set in stone. So it's letting you know that you have time, that there is still things that you can change in your life right now that you don't have to live with. You can move from this. You can achieve better than what you have right now. Okay, so that's good. Let's see. So your first tarot is the Chariot. So it's feeling to me like you're telling yourself that things are going to be moving really fast. You're going to be moving in a particular direction, and it's going to be quick. It's not going to take a lot of time. And it might be that you're actually be moving in the future, and they're telling you that you are. You have the 2 of Cups here. So that's letting me know that either you're moving with your partner, or your soulmate might be coming in, like a good partner for you. So this could be that you're going to be protected by your partner, and that's what you're telling yourself from the future. And they might be a earth sign here because of the 9 of Pentacles, or it could be a water sign too because of the 2 of Cups. But well, we still got 3 more cards to look at, so let's give it a shot. Let's look at this first. So 9 of Coins. So it's also saying that you don't need, it's telling you you can be independent, and that, you know, don't worry about, you know, not having enough or not providing for your partner, because you are going to provide. You are going to be good. You are going to have a stable relationship and a stable life. And I feel like even with the relationship, it's not going to be all consuming. You're still going to have a sense of of self. You know, it's not going to be codependency type relationship. So that's really freaking good. Let's see. And then we've got the Tower, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So whatever's happening, whether it be that you're moving or something like that, it's going to be very abrupt. I think they're saying, you know, like, get stable, get comfortable, because things are going to start moving very quickly, and you're going to have options because you have the Seven of Cups. So it's saying that you have options. Just make sure that you pick the right one, because once you pick it, once you figure out what it is, you're going to be moving like crazy because you got the Eight of Wands here. So I feel like the Chariot is giving me this, you're moving, you're going somewhere. And I get the impression of, like, not necessarily marriage because of the Two of Cups, but a sense of maybe coming together with a partner. So you might be moving in together, hence movement or moving forward. So it could be that you're moving in together. You might be moving into a house, into a home, and you feel finally financially stable that you can do something a bit reckless, hence the Tower. So something's going to happen abruptly, but you're going to be ready for it. It's not going to be that bad because you're going to have options with it. It's not going to be like, well, you know, we're kind of stuck with this. It's not like that. It's more of a sense of breaking free, especially with the Chariot as well. It feels like you're breaking free from something that is constricting you or holding you back, and not the relationship. So I feel like your future self is basically saying, you know, it's okay. You're going to have what you need when this happens. So you're going to have that opportunity to really be able to pick how you want to basically do this, how you want to move forward with this situation. And it could be that you're going through this right now and you're kind of worried about it, or you're getting close to something like this. And it's just saying, hey, it's okay. You're going to be fine. But remember, be ready. Like, it's like saying, like, be ready. Be ready for this, because once it starts moving, it starts moving. And again, you've got eyeballs here. So it's basically like saying that you have like the angels protecting you and you have protection. So don't overstress that, because I feel like you will be protected. You will be looked over and after, whether it be like from an actual person or like a higher being. And since nothing is set in stone, it's basically saying you've got these options. They're yours, because the Seven of Cups is basically having options, things you can and should do or shouldn't do, but it's really up to you. You're the one that's basically deciding whether or not you want to move forward and create this life. But you better do it fast, because these two are basically saying, like, you better pick quick with the one that you want. Because I feel like but it's a good change. It's not bad, it's good. But it's like telling you don't be worried, because you have the Nine of Coins here. And that's what's really standing out for me, because that's saying to me, you're stable, you're okay. So when this happens, you know, you're not like, where are oh my God, what am I doing? You know, it's more like, oh, shoot. Oh, wait, I'm good. We're fine. We can just, okay, no, like we can do that then. And then, okay, cool. You know, it's kind of like that. I don't feel like if it's upending and bad. I feel like this is actually a good change happening. And you're telling yourself that it is, okay? You're reassuring yourself from what I can tell. So yeah, pile one, I hope that you enjoyed. That is your reading. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to go to my Etsy store or my Patreon by going to the link that's down below. And if you're interested in any of the tarot cards or oracle cards that I've been using today, down in the description section, there is a link for everything that I use. So have at it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Other than that, guys, much love and blessings. So if you find yourself here, that means that you've picked pile 2. And pile 2 has the cute little Buddha. So let's begin. So your first card, which is the rune, is ice. And ice is basically no movement. Everything's sort of still. Okay. And then your Moonology card is expect powerful changes. Okay. So I know you're thinking to yourself, doesn't that contradict each other? Not necessarily. From what I'm feeling, it's like there's going to be a time of like just stagnant, like just completely like nothing happening. And then all of a sudden, pow, like just change. Ultimate change, like big and massive. But it's change that you're kind of ready for because with ice, and ice is all about like just being mellow and not moving and not going anywhere. It's basically saying that because you've had that time to just sort of mellow out, you're kind of, how can I put it? You're kind of leveled, and all right to actually start moving. Okay, so you're not stressed out. You're kind of like, okay, I've rested enough. Okay, so your first, there you go. The first tarot card is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like getting an idea and just going pow and just like pouncing on it. So again, this is the same thing here. It's like thinking about it, going, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have the energy to move forward. And we've got the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups for me is like getting together with old friends, being merry, and all that jazz. It could also be sort of not rekindling old love, but like meeting up with an ex-lover or something like that and just being like, dude, do you remember when we did this? Oh yeah, man, like, but not necessarily getting back together, but having a good friendship with like an ex-lover. But from what I'm seeing here, it feels to me like if maybe you're going to be moving forward with your friends or people that you consider to be close to you and exploring new ideas and exploring new ways of moving forward. And you might actually, the Three of Cups could also mean that you are having a little too much fun. So maybe it's your future self saying, hey, look, you're going to get this idea. You're going to get this crazy notion to do this. Maybe don't drink too much. Okay, so let's see, what's the next card? Oh, there you go. The Four of Cups. So that means that you've maybe had too much fun, too much excess, and now you're just like kind of bored, kind of like, ugh, I don't know. Let me see, your next card is the Star, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Swords. Okay, straight up, what I'm getting, like a resonating energy here, and like what's really saying to me is that either you're going to start basically, you get this idea, you start going, this is a good idea, let me move with this, let me do this, and it doesn't turn out just right. And the reason I say this is because of the Five of Pentacles, which is basically poverty. It's basically losing everything that you have, but it's losing all your personal items, not necessarily like your life or your ideas or your love or anything like that. It's more like property, like, your stability financially. So I'm feeling like maybe you got this great idea and, your future self is saying, look, you got this great idea. It's a good idea, but don't party, don't celebrate before you get a chance to actually know what the heck you're doing, because you're going to end up losing everything. Okay. And then you've got the Queen of Swords. So that's somebody basically saying like, I told you so. I told you not to do it, but you did it anyways, didn't you? So you might be getting that at the end of this journey. And that's like your higher self basically saying, or not your higher self, your future self is going like, what the, were you thinking? And then you also have the Star. So it doesn't mean that it's like loss of hope, but I feel like if it's also a loss of, it's like coming out of the darkness after the fall. So I do feel like this is temporary, and you're trying to tell yourself that. Your future self is trying to say, look, it's temporary, but still, it's something you could avoid, something that you could stop yourself from doing. Because I am feeling like there's nothing going on, and then all of a sudden you get this idea, you get this like, hey, let's do this, let's move in doing that, and blah, blah, blah. And I feel like you celebrate something a little too soon, or a little too eager, and it ends up not turning out the way that you expected. Though I do feel that it gets turned around because of the Star, but not soon enough because of the Five of Pentacles here. So it's definitely something that you're going to have to think about and work through from the looks of it. And hopefully you can avoid this because, it is your higher self. And I keep saying higher self, but it is your future self basically saying, you gotta fix this. You gotta avoid this. Because this feels more like an avoidance. Like, please avoid this. Try not to do this. Try to think before you leap. Don't just assume that everything's going to turn out right when it doesn't. And that's basically what I'm getting for you, Pile 2. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you have any comments, please leave them down in the comment section. Interested in getting a reading with me or becoming a Patreon to support the channel, please go to the link down in the description section. And that link will send you to all of that, plus my social media. And if you're interested in any of the decks that we're using here and that I've used in the past, they're also down in the description section. They're also there, all the links for all the decks that I use. So if you want to purchase one, go right ahead. And if you're interested in more pick a card readings, just go to the little exclamation mark that you see here on the right-hand corner, and it'll give you options for different playlists and videos of other pick a cards that I've done. Other than that, guys, much love and blessings. All right, guys, if you're here, that means that you've picked pile 3. So pile 3 has this lovely little owl here. Let me see if I can get closer. You can see it better. It's a cute little brass owl. Oh, it never wants to stand on this thing. There we go. Okay, so let's see what you have for your cards today. That is your message from your future self. So your runes is birch. So that's letting me know that there's going to be a lot of growth happening in your life right now, coming up. You might be getting pregnant. There might be a pregnancy in the future and your future self is letting you know, like maybe you're trying to get pregnant. Maybe you're trying to give birth to like business as well. It doesn't have to be a person necessarily. And your Moonology card is balance spiritually and practicality. So that's letting me know that you need to balance yourself out, because if you want to have this child or if you want to have something in that sense, you might want to balance yourself out. Figure out if you really want this, if you don't, if it's the right thing for you to do from what I'm seeing here. Now your first tarot deck or tarot card is the Page of Pentacles. So this may be money related, not pregnancy necessarily. Even though this is a pregnancy card, it could also mean like to give birth to an idea, to a business, to anything, a new career, whatever. Let's see. So the Page of Pentacles, that's letting me know that you really want to, or you're in the process of creating maybe a business or a new career, and you're sort of at the baby stages of this, okay? And you're really trying to balance things out in the physical and in the spiritual because of, right here. So your next card is the Four of Swords. So that's letting me know that you're not really moving forward. You're not doing anything just yet about it. So that could mean that your future self is letting you know, hey, maybe you need to stop. Maybe you need to think about this. So that could be the case. And there could be a water-earth connection here with you, because we've got the King of Cups here. So that's somebody who's emotionally deep and knows what they want emotionally and is not like an emotional basket case. They're very strong with their emotions, but they're very firm with their emotions. They don't jump to conclusions emotionally, but they still feel emotion very deeply. And this could be somebody that you know, because it is a court card. So this could be a person that you know in your life. If not, it's just, the energy of just being in balance, emotionally. Because with the the Four of Swords here, that's letting me know that it's basically just, you're not moving, you're not doing it, you're thinking things through, and you're sort of relaxing about it. You're not pushing yourself. So this could be, and it's also, like spiritually could be water here, and practicality, which is more physical. So it's saying, maybe you need to balance yourself out, for then you can really grow and really become a person that you want to become. Next card, we've got more balancing related stuff. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So that's letting me know that maybe you just have a lot on your mind right now, or that's what your future self is letting you know. Look, you're going to have a lot on your mind. You're going to have a lot on your plate that you need to balance, that you need to take care of, right? Then we've got the Wizard card, or the Wizard card. The Magician, for the love of God, not the Wizard card. Though in some decks it's called the Wizard card, but it's the Magician. I don't know why I just went blank on. I was like, it is not it's not the Wizard card. It's something else. Magician. So yeah, you have the Magician card. So that's letting me know that you're in control. Okay. Yes, you need to balance yourself out a little bit more, and you need to like make sure that you are even in your life, spiritually and in the physical realm. And it's saying that you have that ability with the or you can do it. You shouldn't be too worried about it, is what I'm seeing with the Magician. It's like saying you're good. You can do this. Don't overreact. Don't freak out, or don't be stagnant. With the Four of Swords, that's kind of stagnant. That's like not moving. It's like staying still. Because you're not really thinking. You're sort of like, I'll do it tomorrow. But at the same time, it's like, I'm thinking, but I'm not overthinking. It's like you're relaxed about it. Okay? So it's a good thing. And then your last card is the Ten of Cups. So that's letting me know that, yeah, you're going to be happy. Everything's going to be great. So your higher self I keep saying higher self for all these readings, but if you think about it, it is a higher self type of thing. But your future self is basically saying that everything's going to be fine with the Ten of Cups here. That you don't need to be too concerned or too worried about it not working out, because you will be balanced. You will be working things out with your emotional state. And you could actually be having not necessarily nightmares, because I didn't get the moon or anything here, but I am seeing a sense of maybe worrying if you're not gonna be just right for what you need, but you're gonna be fine. So it's your higher self basically saying, you're good, everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna work out, don't worry about it, you're good. Everything's gonna fall into place because you have all the tools, because you've worked so hard to be in balance, that everything's going to work the frick out. You're going to have all the tools, all the things that you need to make this happen. So pile 3, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. And if you're interested in a private reading or joining my my Patreon, to become a patron to support this channel, please go down in the comment section. There will be a link to that there. Also, the link also gives you the option of going to all my social media if you're interested. As well, there are going to be links to all of these cards that you can purchase them. Every card or every deck that I use in all my videos are down in the links for all of them are down in the description section as well. So if you're interested in purchasing any of them, go right ahead. And if you go to the exclamation mark that's right here on the right hand corner, you will find links to playlists and other videos that I've done that are all pick a card related. So give it a whirl. And last but not least, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because you get to see other videos that I do here. Other than that, guys, much love and many blessings.